Brad Grimm played a lot of years, and he had that nickname of Beef because up front, he could stretch things out. He could do a wonderful job.
He's the one that actually got me to play in the league. But I asked him about it, and he told me to come on out, and I came out and played with the team he was on. And he was a tight end. He wasn't the fastest tight end in the league, but I would say he was the slowest, but he always found a way to get open, and he had these soft hands. He always caught the ball when it came his way.
Nickname, they called me Beef, I guess, because I sure could eat some food, and I guess they just nicknamed me Beef, and then it just stuck, and everybody's always called me Beef. Softball, football, it didn't matter, I was Beef. Brad Beef Grimm, tight end, offensive line, Bush, and Grove Jewelers. I was more or less a possession receiver. I wasn't known for my speed, but I was a pretty good route runner, and I could get open, and I didn't drop many passes. I had pretty good hands.
And the thing about him, trying to get his flag, he had this little spin that he did. I call him the washing machine. Because you go for his flag, he'll swing one way, and he back and forth, and he gets the extra 10 yards out of it. Every time he caught it, he ran for another 10 by the time you get around his wide body to get the flags.
You never took pointers on his spin move?
No, I couldn't run that slow.
Well, my favorite play was Danny's play. It was called Danny's play. And it was a pass out to Danny at the wide receiver position, and I would go down and run a post.
And he'd ramble down the field all by himself, and we usually got a touchdown out of it, actually.
Now, his version of this story is that he was often double covered because he was the highlight of your offense.
In his own mind.
He was like me, in a way that we were just diehards for football. He didn't only play tight end. They squeezed him into the line sometimes, and he wasn't too happy about that. I'm sure he won't like me telling you that.
As far as offensive line, they'd move me there sometimes, and when you had to block guys like Johnny Klein and Steve Klein and John Brittner, you better been on your game.
He was a beast. He played in the line there and all, so he came up against some of our best guys, Mike Crowley, Timmy Moffitt. We had some pretty good beef up front, But Brad always seemed to be able to, get the good move on them and get around them, and he played superb ball.
The only one that wore number 44 better than Beefer was me. He'll get the joke. I had, the year he retired, I ended up playing for South End, or I guess they weren't South End, they were Groves. And I had to wear his jersey. And that thing, sleeves come down to here on me. We had to roll it up, tape it around.
I would say my greatest flag football memory was we were playing in states at Patterson Park. We were playing against Cherry Hill, and it was the coldest day that I remember. It was below zero, the field was frozen, and it was a pretty good battle. We took them into overtime, and we missed the field goal. It would have won the game, and they come out victorious. But after the game, what was special about it is Denny McNamee and I, we walked in the bathroom where it was the only place you get warm, and their whole team was in there. And when we walked in, their coach didn't see us, and we looked at each other because all we heard the coach say is, "Them country boys just kicked your ass all over the place." My thank you would go first to my wife. She was my support. I played a lot of years, and I played more than just football. I played a lot of sports, and she always backed me, and she was always my support system. Actually, I'd like to thank my co-players and all, because with them, that's why I'm sitting in this position right now. If it wouldn't be for them, I probably wouldn't be here. And last but not least, I'd like to thank you and this committee that does this banquet, and it's an honor to be enshrined with guys that I played against, and I'm glad that you keep it going.